you're a scary person, dude.
Well,
You're
why?
kill
What the
us.
fuck am I gonna do? I don't care.
Nothing.
I can't do anything. What am
I didn't
you
want her.
really think I'm gonna spend energy on freaking out because somebody took my character in a video game?
No.
I'm not that toxic.
No.
No one survives like rage.
I wonder who's gonna be my main in Mortal Kombat.
Jade.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. It just seems like a character you would play as, dude.
No, the only reason you say Jade is because of Jade.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's the
So I
only
have a Prowler.
That's the only character they've
here.
announced so far. I mean, it's been years. Shit. The last time Jade was even in a Mortal Kombat game, I wasn't even alive yet. So I've never even gotten to play as fucking Jade.
Okay. Brandon, you guys need to get Anthem to play with us. We need another.
That game is terrible.
Dude, you can't listen to a fucking
game
YouTuber
is
that gets
terrible.
to level 7 and talk shit on the game.
The game is terrible.
And you can't listen to fucking
to play
Angry
the
Joe.
game.
Angry Joe's a douchebag.
I don't
on
need
that.
to play the game. How is he a douchebag?
He didn't even get to the end fucking game.
Yes, he
And he's
did.
talking
He
shit
beat
on
the game. He beat the game.
That ain't the end.
And the
That's
guy
not the
and
end
the
game.
other guy
That's
who
not the end
he's
game.
the other guy who he's partnered with played the game for 70 hours. You shouldn't have to play a game for more than 30 hours. The story itself is only 10 hours long. And the story is
It's
so
not the
fucking
story.
boring and
It's the same-
grindy that people
That's
give
what-
up by the time that they don't want to keep playing
That's
the
what's
shit.
fun about the fucking game, man. It's
No,
just like
but
fucking
then
Destiny. You
if
grind to get the
if
loot.
that's
It's
the
loot
only
shit.
argument that what's fun about the game is grinding, then
No.
even the loot in the game is fucking terrible. It's all
No, it's not.
reskins. Yes, it is. Every single gun is it's the exact same model except with different color palettes. The Masterworks, they have no unique models at all. There's no armor sets in the game. There's only one armor set. And then there's the legendary one, which you could only get from spending money. In order to get those, you have to pay for them also.
The armor sets are just fucking looks, man. They're not gear.
How can you say that it's a good looter shooter and then the loot in the game is ass?
Actually, the loot's fucking pretty good, and they're making changes to make sure that the master works.
But that's not a good enough excuse. You can't say that, oh, they're gonna make changes. The game should be good when it comes out. We shouldn't have to wait months and months from now for it to be better. That's bullshit.
They can't make a game fucking perfect.
They
online,
said,
you know what I'm
come
saying?
on now. They said they were working on the game for 6 fucking years. 6 years. When Red Dead came out, it was flawless. The game barely had any bugs. And that's the true game they had been working on for years. And that's the same type of end product that should be Anthem. We shouldn't make excuses for developers to come out with half fucking finished games only for them to finish them up a couple months afterward. Then they shouldn't charge $60 for the game. That's insulting.
Dude, when Destiny came out, it was shit. It was fun. They did improvements to make it better.
The difference with Destiny though was that when the game had came out, Anthem has some of the worst loot I have ever seen in a looter shooter. Even with Division and Destiny and all of its flaws at the beginning, there were still different guns, different armor sets. Destiny came out with a fucking raid within 7 days of it being released. And Division had came out with incursions within a month. That new raid that you keep talking about for Anthem doesn't come out till May. Till fucking May. That means you gotta wait all the way till May.
But see, here's the thing though. Are you watching a stream or are you watching YouTubers though, man?
I'm looking at everything. I'm watching everything that's coming out for the game.
Dude, Magamu, whatever the fuck his name is, he played 7 hours and talked shit on it. Most of them don't even get to the end game
because the game is so repetitive. You don't have to play the game for more than 10 hours to know that the game is repetitive. Every single mission, every single contract, it's all the same grindy bullshit for loot that isn't gonna matter. Half of the contracts in the game that give you coins, the coins that they give you are worthless. For example, there's
Who cares
contracts
about
in
the
the game.
coins?
There's contracts in the game that want you to kill, let's say, 50 Titans.
Behind the
And then
store.
for
Let's
those
start
50
burning.
Titans, they'll only give you 2,000 coins.
Found ammo.
Then when you go to
I'm
craft
just
some,
smoke at you.
when you go to craft something, you will need over 25 masterwork cores. And in order to get those masterwork cores, you will need to, I can't remember from the top of my head, I think it's like 5,000 coins. So then that means that they would want you to do these grindy ass
My game
fucking
crashed.
package, these grindy ass.
You don't listen. You go in free play. That's where you get your coins at. To work. And
Yeah.
the epic shit that drops.
I know that, but I'm talking about crafting. When it comes to crafting
Right,
and the
I'm talking about
contracts,
crafting.
the
You don't have
crafting.
to make. You don't have to
But
buy
that doesn't
the gems.
excuse having a shitty crafting system. It doesn't excuse it.
My game crashed.
The only way you could have a bunch of those coins is if you had paid more money for the game. Or if you had
For
gotten...
instance, Tally didn't pay any money for any of the shit, and he has hundreds of those fucking gems. He's got over 100 hours in the game. I watch him play it every day after he plays WoW, and they go into the free play and do shit in there, and you get the fucking masterwork cores or whatever they're called. There's epic cores and shit. The legendaries are hard to get. It's like one every like 8 hours.
If I'm gonna say this, it's fine if he enjoys the game. It's fine if you enjoy the game. If you're having fun with the game, you can, but that doesn't mean it's a good game. It does not. The game is flawed, and you could come up with a bunch of excuses that they're gonna fix it. That every game isn't perfect, but I have never seen a game that is as fucked up as Anthem is as bad as No Man's Sky was, as Fallout was, Fallout 76. If you go back, I didn't realize this until I started looking at the game. If you go back into the live streams that they did for the customization, half of the not even 80% of the shit they showed is not even in the fucking game. All of the armor sets they showed is not in the fucking game. Most of the colors they showed, emotes, everything is not in the fucking game. Everything that they showed in the trailers, like every other EA game, is not in the fucking game. If you go back in the trailers, they show NPCs running around, running up to you. They show the tower having all these like robots and shit, and it's not in the fucking game. They said that the missions were gonna be diverse and all this shit. Most of the missions in the game just have you sitting around a fucking green ring, defending from hordes of enemies. Nothing about the game is innovative. But then that was the problem. When Destiny came out, that was the problem with Destiny. But that's why I'm saying, and I've been saying this for months, the only reason we even kept playing Destiny was because of the raids. And the raids was the only thing that kept Destiny alive. If Order Glass did not come out 7 days afterward, I would have stopped playing the game. The only reason I kept playing the game, I was stuck for over a month. I was only level 24 on that game. But I kept on going because I wanted to do the raid. In Anthem, the raid doesn't come out for almost another 3 fucking months. And nobody's gonna want to wait 3 fucking months. The only people who are gonna wait 3 fucking months are the ones who are really enjoying the game.
It is fun though. But like Tally said, they got 45 days about when a game comes out to get it right or the game's gonna die after it launches. Because people are gonna lose interest in the game. I think the game is fun. I'm having a blast playing it. I like it. I like the fact that I can add different shit to my javelin and to gear it up. It's like it's like playing Diablo and shit. You know,
how many hours do you roughly think you have played so far?
I can't play a lot because I get 1 hour a day.
I know that, but so far, how long have you gotten into it? I mean, how much have you gotten? Like, how far have you gotten into it?
I'm only level 10 on the PlayStation 4. I'm level 8 on the PC version.
Because once you start getting, this is another thing I saw. Once you get up to the really high levels, once you start getting all the really good gear, your javelins become completely useless, and you never use any of those abilities, because half of the weapons you get are going to be so much stronger and do so much more damage than the abilities that you have, that it would be pointless to use your javelin's abilities.
Well, see, I disagree a little bit, but one of Tally's masterwork autocannons has 100% extra bullets, so he has 400 rounds in the gun, 200 rounds in the clip. But his abilities, like his ordinances and the shit he puts on there, like it's all about combos and shit. And his Colossus, he has a build on there. If he smashes, he heals. So a lot of his shit, you know, like the Storm primes the enemies, and the Colossal or somebody else could combo the enemy. So if you freeze them, right, with Storm, and I come in with my fucking melee slam, that's a combo. Or if I throw out a mortar fire across the ground, and then you do an ability on, like, say, Ranger or somebody, one of the combo abilities, that creates a combo with crazy ass fun. It's just fun. I don't know.
And that's fine, but then let's be real. This is a man who plays the game for a living. On top of that, he has a coordinated team. Now let's say somebody like you. None of them, I know for a fact, none of them are going to play it. I'm not going to buy it.
Oh,
so you're going to have to play the game solo. So then if you have to play the game solo, exactly, if you have to play the game solo, and let's say you're at Grandmaster 3, and you go to a quick play to do a mission, do you honestly believe that your 3 other teammates, or I think, what is it, 2 or 3?
If we don't have a squad,
I'm gonna go up here real quick.
If we don't have a squad, like Tally said, if you go anything over Grandmaster 1 and you don't have a squad to play with, it's pointless.
Exact. That's what I'm saying.
The only person I have is Jordan. Josh won't get the game.
And the passive abilities, I mean, of course, those you would always use. But when it comes to doing combos and shit like that, these people, these randoms, are not gonna do it. It's just there's no coordination. Even with free play, there is no coordination. When they give you the contracts, they're like, there's a point in the story. There's actually a point in the story, because you haven't played it that much. There's a point in the story where they want you to go. They take you to this fucking tomb. It's pretty much a roadblock to give the game more game life. Where you have to do this fucking tomb. Now. You have to do this tomb, and then they want you to do all this crazy shit. And you would expect that once you finish that, you go into this cool-ass tomb, and there'll be this cave and all this. You go into the tomb, it's one fucking room, this dark room with some dead guy in the fucking middle, and then you fucking click the square button. It gives you a little bit of rewards, pointless rewards that you could get just doing any mission or any stronghold, and then that's it. And then these crazy tedious tasks for minimal reward. And even when it comes,
do most of that stuff.
Even when it comes to free play, when they want you to go to free play to collect the chests and stuff, when you go into quick play with randoms, the randoms are going to be doing the exact same thing. So they're going to end up running around grabbing all the chests. On top of that, the game has no mini map. There is no pinging. At least even with when Destiny 2 came out, they had fucking finally figured out that they need to add a map to a game. You can't have an RPG game and then have an open world aspect and not have a fucking map. And
Did we have a map in Destiny?
In Destiny 2, there's a map. You click the big button, it shows you the map of the whole area. It shows you where all the public events are. It shows you where all the adventures are. It shows you where the NPC is. It shows you
we had
where...
that in Destiny 1 too, didn't we?
No, they didn't have it in Destiny 1. In Destiny 1, it was just you go into patrol and that's it. So there's no way to ping the chest. There's no way to ping any of the stuff. Even when they have these events, these open world events in free play, there's no way for you to know that they're even going on, or when they're going on, or where they're going on, unless you're playing with people. Because there's no way to ping it, or there's no map for it to tell you where to go.
Yeah, that's why Tally gave it a 6.5, because there's no chat. This kind of a game needs a chat if it's going to be on a computer, you know what I mean? There's no pinging.